Well, good day, friends. Good day, folks. Good day, subscribers. And good day to you, new to our YouTube channel. We are very happy that you are here with us. Miss Betty and I have been working extremely hard to build our YouTube channel, and we need your help in order to do that. We need to reach 4,000 watch hours, and we need you to help us. So please help us reach our goal. This latest video from us is part 10 in our outdoor kitchen series, and we are excited to bring this video to you. Thanks for watching, and please keep watching our videos.
So here's the first strip of used siding going on the outdoor kitchen, and the color looks really nice against the white, I think. And we'll come up to the bar top now very soon with 4 or 5 more lengths. Okay, yep, make sure he clicks, make sure he lifts them up, puts it into place. You can hear him click, eh? Now, make sure you evens up the gap on either side, in the corners. Okay, just a short clip here now, folks. We are working on the end of the kitchen, the outdoor kitchen, facing the greenhouse. And we've jayed out the side this morning around the windows and the doors and that kind of stuff. And we're getting ready now to install the reclaimed vinyl siding. There's the first piece we just put on. And we'll finish this very shortly. And we'll keep you posted as we progress along. Okay, guys. We've got a nice bit done here now. We've got this part of the end of the outdoor kitchen completed with the vinyl siding, and we just got to do the top of the doorway and that little bit over there on the other side of the doorway next to Devon. So we'll get this done now this morning. Making really good progress, folks. Okay, the end of the outdoor kitchen completed. Devon and I just hung an aluminum door that a friend of mine actually gave us for free, so we didn't pay for it. The vinyl siding was reclaimed. It was reused, and we got it for a very cheap price. And even the corners and the J trim that we used was all reused, reclaimed. Reusing, folks, is what we do best here at the old church. And we're going to look at the front now next and see how we're going to progress with that. The end of the outdoor kitchen toward the greenhouse is completed. So yesterday we jayed out this side of the outdoor kitchen with the J trim. The reclaimed J trim, that is. Got it from a friend of mine who was redoing his house, and he had all this leftover J trim, so I got it for free, cleaned it all up, and Devon and I put this on here yesterday. So we have this all done, getting ready now to put the reclaimed vinyl siding on this end of the outdoor kitchen. Got my first piece there already, using 1.5-inch siding nails, and my hammer there ready as well. So the first piece will be going on very soon, and we'll get this end of the outdoor kitchen finished today. I thought I would take a few seconds here, folks, and just give you a little trick of the trade here when you're putting on vinyl siding. These slots in the vinyl siding, you should be putting your siding nails sort of in the middle of these openings, and you shouldn't be driving the nails home. Just leave them out just a little bit, and that's to allow for expansion between seasons. You know, when it's warm and cold and that kind of stuff, the siding will expand and contract. So you want to allow the siding to be able to breathe and move in between the corners that's here. And so do not drive your nails home, and make sure that your nails are in the center of these slots. like I said, leave them out just a little bit like that, so it will allow, like I said, the piece of siding to expand and contract and move a little in its place here on the wall. Now here in this clip, I'm getting ready now to cut off the second piece of vinyl siding that I need for over there on the end of the outdoor kitchen. And I'm measuring it off with my measuring tape. It's 42¼ inches, and I'm just using a regular black Sharpie marker for this, and I'm just making a mark. Then I'm going to square it off with my steel square, and I'm actually going to cut it off with my grinder, and I'll show you that in a second. So you'll want to put your steel square along the top edge of your siding or the bottom edge, and line it up with the mark that you just made with the Sharpie marker. And then using the Sharpie marker, folks, just draw a black line down the length of the steel square, and then just move your square and you've got your guideline for using your grinder. And I'll try to grind this off now with my phone in one end and a grinder in the other. So I'm going to be very careful. It's a safety issue, so I'm going to try to be extremely careful and show you how I do this. Okay, our progress is going very, very well here, folks. We are up to the under part of the window here now, and we got to take a few measurements and a few different cuts here now in order to fit in this full piece. I'll show you a little trick that I do also. Underneath the window here where you see the J-trim, there's a big gap here. Okay, I'm putting my hand underneath there now. I got to cut a nice bit off the next piece of siding. So as a little trick, I usually cut the lip piece off an old piece of siding and turn it upside down and nail it underneath the window inside the J-trim to fill up this gap, so that when my next piece goes on now, it'll be in there nice and snug and it won't be flopping in the wind. So I'll show you that. Follow me now and I'll show you the piece that I have ready. Okay, so this is the piece that I have ready here now. I've done my measurements and I'm all ready to do my cutting. Here's another trick too. Once you do your measurements and you cut out the piece, or you line out the piece with your marker, what you want to cut out, just put these X's onto it, and that'll give you an indication that this is the piece that I don't want, so you won't make any mistakes. So cut out this piece here now. That's what I'm going to do, and then we're going to put this piece on. I'm going to show you how it fits nice and snug in underneath that J-trim underneath the window. Okay, so I have the piece cut out here now, and I'm going to take this piece aside. Here's my grinder. Just move that down on the ground there. Now I'll take this piece of reclaimed, reusing vinyl siding, folks. I'm going to put this in now underneath the window right here, and hopefully it'll fit like a glove, and we'll see how that goes. I got to take need both hands here now, so bear with me. I'm going to lay the phone down for a second and come back when I get this in snug a little bit. Okay, so the piece is almost in there, ready to go. Now you just got to shove it up and make sure that it goes underneath the window and in front of that piece of edging that I used, and half it up distance, and there you have it. Now, not too bad, eh? Got a pretty good fit underneath the window there. So I'm going to put one nail over here and probably a couple nails over on this side, and then I can work my way up both sides of this narrow window. So folks, I'm going up this narrow side here now between the door box and the window frame, and I have these little pieces that are around 2 inches wide, and in order to get them in, I have to go to the top of the window and just slide them down the slot. And if you're still with me, they'll just let them slide all the way down to where they need to go. Now they might bring up on a nail head or something, so you might have to jig it a little bit. I've been using this little bit of a crowbar here, so to just reaching underneath like that, and then it could just come down over that lip. So I'll show you that. Okay, so I managed to get it down over, so I just need to pull it up now and make sure it locks in. Okay, and now I just need to get myself a siding nail and put in this little opening right here. And in order to do that, where the opening is so narrow, I have my hammer, I have a hole punch, and I have my nail. I'm going to show you how I do that. So I have the little piece of siding tacked in there now with one siding nail, and as you can see, it's right there. I'm going to use my punch. There it is. I'm just going to put the punch on the head of the nail, and then just hit it with my hammer until it goes in. Not home, but a little slack, and there you'll see. So I've gone up both sides on this window now with the vinyl siding, and I'm getting ready to put in this full-length piece here now across the window, right over to the door box. And I got a few interesting cuts. I got a cut for this little piece right here. I got a cut for above the window. I got a cut for the triangular shape going down along over to the corner. And I also have the cut right here on this side of the window, on the right hand side. So that's going to be an interesting piece of vinyl siding once I get all my measurements and all my cuts done. And stay tuned, and I'll show you how to do that piece in a second. Okay, I'm getting ready here now to attach that last piece of vinyl siding up there above the window. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to turn this camera around and show you a little trick that I do. Okay, so there's a wide gap up here underneath the J-trim. So to fill that gap, I've cut off this little piece of scrap here. As you can see, it's just a scrap hand of siding that I cut off, and it's going to be pushed up into the J-trim, attached with a couple of siding nails. You can see it there now, and it kind of fills up that gap, folks, so that when the piece goes in now, it's not going to have a lip onto it to nail on, so it's just got to kind of stay up there and be secured. So hopefully by filling in the gap in the J-trim, it will help to secure the piece of siding that's going to go up here in a second. As you can see, I've got my scrap piece put in. It's sort of like a spacer, I guess, to fill in this J-trim gap that's there for when the siding goes up. It's got something to lock to. I also went ahead and put one above the window as well to fill up the J-trim on the top of the window. So hopefully when I put this piece of siding in now, this one with several cuts, it's going to be secured in there. And where I can't nail it, folks, I'm hoping that it's going to be snug in there, and hopefully the wind won't blow it out and blow it away. All right, folks, there's that last piece, the one with all the cuts. Got that one in and out. Went in pretty good. Nice and square on both sides of the window there. I've got a little triangular piece that I've got to put up here. And again, I have no way of nailing it. I was able to put in 2 nails in this last piece very close together. So, and I don't think it'll come out. It looks quite nice and snug in underneath that J-trim. And it's also in underneath the J around the window. So it's quite nice and snug there. I've got a triangular piece to put in there. And I've got a little tool that I'm going to show you, a crimper or a crimper, that I'm going to use to put this little piece in up here and see how that goes. Okay, so I have the very last piece of vinyl siding cut here now, folks, to go up into this this little section here. It's a triangular piece, and I'm going to show you that. So follow my phone, my camera, down here to the bench, and here's the triangular piece that I'm going to be putting in there. I'm going to use this crimper to put some crimps in it, and that will secure it. But in addition to that, I'm also going to use a bit of silicone, and hopefully that will also help to keep it in place, because I can't nail this little piece, folks. Okay, so I want to show you what I just did. I put some silicone, as I said, inside the lip on this little triangular piece. I put in 2 lots, and I've also made a crimp. Let me just turn this around, and I'll show you the little crimp that I made right there with this this crimping tool. So hopefully now this little triangular piece will go up in its home and hopefully stay there. And let's see if that little crimp that I made is going to work. I think it will. And it's up there, it's clamped in. Okay, what do you think? Not bad, eh? Not bad for reclaimed, reused vinyl siding. Okay, and looks pretty good, I must say. I'm very impressed with this siding and how it's going on. Now it's improving the look of this outdoor kitchen. Just got this little section over here left now, and we'll get at that very, very shortly. Going to take a break and get a cup of tea, and then I'll come back after my tea and finish this side. And folks, there it is, the end of the outdoor kitchen toward the garage, all finished today with vinyl siding. This outdoor kitchen now is all covered in vinyl siding except for the front. And the hold up for the front, ladies and gentlemen, is the bar top. Yes, the bar top. We are trying to figure out what we can use here for a nice bar top a bar top with some character. Any suggestions you might have, send them our way. We're looking for maybe something with a live edge onto it, something that's nice and solid like a Hulk or a birchwood, something that with a lot of character, a lot of knots maybe. So yeah, so send us some comments, some thoughts that you might have on what we should use as a bar top so we can finish the front of this outdoor kitchen. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a walk completely around this outdoor kitchen. Remember way back, folks, way back this summer when we bought these 50-cent stones and we dug up the ground and we laid all these stones down? We also made that concrete retaining wall back here behind the outdoor kitchen. Okay, it has come a long, long way from the time we started. We had to dig out back here, as I just said, and lay down these stones. We had to remove a lot of rocks and soil, and we had to remove some big roots that was in the ground. Okay, and of course it's right next to our garden, as you can see. There's our vegetable garden and our greenhouse. Okay, coming completely around the building here now. Back again. Lots of room around this building to walk around and use a wheelbarrow and use a snow blower and that kind of stuff, because it won't be much longer and we'll have quite a lot of snow here. So like I said, the hold up and in terms of finishing the front here now is the bar top. So we don't want just anything. We want something with, like I said, with a lot of character, a lot of knots, a nice hardwood that's going to hold up in the weather, because it's going to be exposed to rain and snow and the elements. So yeah, a nice bar top, and then we'll get this front of the outdoor kitchen finished, which won't be much longer. So folks, by way of concluding this latest video on our YouTube channel, GBL, the Old Church 5-Acre Homestead, I want to show you the outdoor kitchen from this angle again. I'm standing now next to our greenhouse and I'm walking toward the outdoor kitchen. This outdoor kitchen, folks, has come a long, long way. Remember, as I said, way back when we dug up this ground and we laid these 50-cent stones, we had to dig out the bank back there behind the outdoor kitchen in order to make enough room and enough clearance here for the structure. Before I finish, I want to say a big thank you to you. You have been following us as we've been building this structure. You have tuned into our YouTube channel and you've watched all of the various videos that we have posted. This is going to be Outdoor Kitchen Part 10 actually, and you have been tuning in and watching those videos as we've been posting them. So thank you so very, very much. This will probably be the second last one for the outside part of the building. We're going to do one more video, and that's going to be the front when we get at the bar top and we finish the structure. We've got a few things that we want to do here. I'm going to be building my own shutter or door here to go on the front, and I'll show you that process. We've got a couple of shutters to build as well, to go one on this side and one directly across that you can see in the opening on the other side. Then we're going to be taking some videos from the inside. We've got a lot of work to do on the inside of our outdoor kitchen. Right now, for example, our walls are just plain in here, so we've got to finish these up. We haven't decided yet how we're going to close these in, and we have electrical as well. We got to put some electrical in here. We're going to be running some electrical from the garage, so that's not going to be difficult. We're going to run it through the ground here and then in through the back here. There's a space there now, and you can see right here. So we'll join into that, and we'll get electrical in this outdoor kitchen, so we don't have to be running cords and lights to the outdoor plugging that you can see over there. So we'll get all that done. So we still got quite a lot of work to do on this outdoor kitchen, and we're going to invite you to continue to come along with us, and we appreciate that so very, very much. So thank you for always tuning in to our YouTube channel, and that's GBL, the Old Church 5-Acre Homestead. Thank you so much for tuning in to this latest video, and join us in our next one. Thanks again.